Tesla. But next up, we also had What's Our Name over at Halfley's Bar, who took home $678.
And then the final jackpot of Saturday went out to Susie Q over at VFW St. Cloud, taking home $837.
Nicely done. But Sunday got started off right with Yup over at Bleachers, who took home $11,927.
Not bad for a second largest jackpot of the weekend. We also had White Claw over at Blue Moon Bar and Grill, taking home $739.
That's right. And our final jackpot that went out this past weekend went out to Foster Fam over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, who got to take home $878.
Well, make sure you guys are coming out for all those games to make sure you're winning jackpots, getting on this list. Make sure you're signed up at pgl.world so we can be sending out you guys all that information. And hopefully when you guys are playing pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys, we love our Jackpot Hunter $1 edition, and you get to play it each and every day from happy hour, and we have been seeing these players compete already so strongly for Season 12.
Oh yeah, and getting into the player standings, in 10th place, we actually have a two-way tie between Dustball75 over at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill and B. Wana over at Otter Saloon, both with 6,000 points. With 7,000 points in 8th.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Happy Hour broadcast. We're getting enrolled into this first game of Lucky 4 Bingo. And of course, we get a chance at over $24,962 in this one. So definitely get enrolled. We're getting right into it. Let's take a look at some of these. Okay, let's take a look if we can get at this mega jackpot first of all. Okay, we can get at it. Let's take a look. No, we are moving right past it, but we got Wheezy, Bill Bobby up, moving up to 3 balls away. Let's see if we can get to 2 balls for this major. Not looking like it either. We're moving right past this one. Let's see if we can get a chance at this mini jackpot. We have to be perfect now. Wheezy and AK Lucky could get it. Oh, no, we're moving past the mini jackpot, but that's okay. AK Lucky's taking an early lead for this must-go prize. But, of course, I am John, and I am hosting this happy hour broadcast. We are live right now on Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app too. Our channel name on both of those places is MegaSota, so be sure to check us out on those places. I will send you out a little bit of Pilot Games luck if you guys check in and leave a comment. But we do have Yup over at Bleachers taking it away, and we got 4, 13, 66, and 69 for our 4 lucky numbers for tonight's games. So definitely keep those in mind and get enrolled for those 2 lucky games we got going on. But we only have about 3.5 minutes left to get enrolled into this very first game of Skull Bingo. So go ahead and get enrolled. I'll let you know the prizes that we got going on really quick. We got the line prize starting things out at $417 and 10 balls or less to win. We got the large frame at $333 and 43 balls or less to win. And we got the coverall jackpot at $20,974 and 50 balls or less to win. All 3 of these prizes looking pretty good for tonight. And we got that extra game of Lucky for Bingo right at the end of the broadcast too, happening at 6 p.m. after we play all the Skull Bingo games in here. And then we get another chance at that $24,000 jackpot. So definitely some awesome stuff going on tonight. I actually just I have a little thing to get into because we just sent out a lot of Pilot TVs to a lot of new locations, and these are the locations that just got theirs installed. Shout out to these guys. We got Arcade Bar, Tracks Bar and Grill, Bleachers, and the Doghouse in Maplewood. So definitely some cool stuff going on. Congratulations, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them. But you may have seen a ton of jackpots go out over this weekend on those very same Pilot TVs. We gave out 10 over the whole weekend, and it was insane. Friday was starting off crazy. It was starting out with Towley over Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, winning $18,584, the biggest jackpot of the weekend. So congrats to you, Towley. And then we had Kona Kid over at Roadside taking it away with $1,675. Nice job to Kona Kid. Then we got Krista over at Smiley's Tavern taking away $704. Nice job to Krista. And then we had Jay John ending things off on that nice Friday with over at Main Street Sports Bar in Glencoe winning $742. Nice job to Jay John. But then going into Saturday, we had 2 jackpots. Boat Racer 1 over at Chanticleer Pizza Coon Rapids, taking away $889 to start things off. Nice job to Boat Racer 1. And then the very next, no, not the next day. This is still on Saturday, actually. We had S3 PCO over at 9th Street Social Club, winning $5,334. Not too shabby, S3. Nice job. But then, now we're getting into Sunday. We got Jeff H. over at the Woodshed in LaPorte, taking away $1,328. Then we had F over at Katie O'Leary's, winning $1,166. Nice job to EUF times 7. Nice. But then up next, we had Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, adding to his collection of jackpots. Nice job to you, Crazy Kid. And then ending the weekend off, we got Bear 777 over at Neighbors Route 75 with a hefty jackpot, $4,031. Not too bad, Bear 777. But nice job to all of the jackpot winners from this past weekend. You guys did great stuff. So definitely some awesome stuff. And not only just just barely $600 jackpots all across the board. You guys were winning a ton over this past weekend. So definitely some awesome stuff. But you could be winning a lot of jackpots in our E-Tab games too. We actually just released a really cool E-Tab game. It's called Later Gator. It came out during the past several weeks. You can check out the Gator Bait bonus round and shoot the biggest gator to win some of the biggest prizes. Definitely some cool stuff. Check it out and let us know what you think. But you can also, continue to stay updated with whenever new games come out, like Later Gator and other E-Tab games. Give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and a lot more than that too. You can also click the website link on our Facebook to see our link tree, has links to bar locations, other social media pages like Twitter and Instagram, and a lot more than that too. But we do have a winner. It's SAH or SRH over at Mabel Liquor Store, taking away that line prize, the first prize of the night. Nice job to you, SRH. But of course, we are 8 balls away from this large frame of $436. Let's take a look if we can try and get it before it goes out into the must-go prize. We also have the large frame jackpot of over $21,000 available in 50 balls or less to win. So definitely try and get your bingo faces on. Try and get serious and get at some of these prizes. But we do have some really cool stuff going on our Facebook, so definitely be sure to check us out on there. Anyways, after my quick little water break, we do have a little bit of stuff to get into regarding what we do every day here at Pilot Games. We got a lot of awesome bingo games to get into all throughout the day. And starting off our morning, we have Twins Bingo, the 25-cent edition. We run it from 12 to 1 p.m. And actually, we're not able to give out that jackpot of over $3,600. So we'll be getting bigger and better and going on over into tomorrow's games of Twins Bingo. And it will still be available at 52 balls or less to win. So definitely check out that tomorrow for the Twins Bingo 25-cent cards. But we also have the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition happening from 1 to 4 p.m. every day. Got a lot of awesome prizes during that time. The Mega Jackpot has just started to click up a little bit, so definitely keep an extra eye out on that Mega Jackpot for the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter. It just clicked up to 45 balls or less to win. Last week it was at 44 balls, so definitely try and keep up a little bit and see how it continues to do. But we do have a winner on the large frame. We got DD Express over at Shortstop Fridley and Bill Bob over at Wilderness Bar. And then Bill Bob taking it away all on his own on the coverall prize. So 1 to 4 p.m., Jackpot Hunter, the 25-cent edition. Some awesome stuff going on in there. But from 4 to 6 p.m., we got what we're doing right now. It is the happy hour broadcast. Got 2 games of Lucky 4 Bingo happening. We already played the first one, and we did not get any of the jackpots. That means all the jackpots are moving on over into the second game of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 6 p.m. So definitely some good stuff to look forward to then. But until then, we do have some more jackpots to get after. We still have the line jackpot out there. It's over $400 now. Large frame is now over $400 as well. And we got the coverall jackpot over $20,900. So definitely some really good prizes to get after until those other games of Lucky 4 Bingo. But even after this, from 6 to 10 p.m., we got some more Skull Bingo $1 cards to throw at you guys. So you can continue to get out after all of these prizes if we haven't managed to give them out in this happy hour broadcast. But we got a lot of games to be played during this time, so don't hold your breath on these prizes, waiting for you until 6 to 10 p.m. But usually during that 6 to 10 p.m. time slot, we do have some PGL specialty nights, interrupting them a couple times throughout the week. Like tomorrow, the biggest gaming night of the week, we got MegaSota Game Night. Starts at 6:40 like it does every single Tuesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games planned for you guys during that time, including a game of Jackpot Jungle to cap everything off. It's like the little finale. On the coverall jackpot during that game and 54 balls or less to win, you get $24,353, and that's before anybody even gets enrolled into the game. So we'll end up being a little bit bigger once everyone's playing. But the very next day, on Wednesday, we have TwinsWinsDay. It goes from 7 to 9 like it does every single Wednesday. Got a lot of awesome PGL games during this night as well, just like MegaSota Game Night, including some high and low PGL tournament games, which are always a lot of fun. It's where the biggest loser wins some of the biggest prizes, just like the top 5 winners. It's pretty cool. Brings a little bit of true, the true stuff during my life, I feel like, biggest loser winning some biggest prizes. But of course, after all of those awesome PGL games, we do have a coverall jackpot available in 52 balls or less to win. It's over 14,292 bucks. So definitely try and get a chance at some of these jackpots during these PGL nights. They're always a lot of fun to play in too. But we do have some prizes to look at on this game. Not able to get out this line jackpot, so it's available at $7. And we got Molly over at Shooter's Bar and Fountain taking it away. Nice job to Molly. But now we have this $453 large frame prize to get at. And we have the $21,000 jackpot to try and get at on that coverall. So definitely some nice prizes on this game. But we got some national days to get into. Starting it off is National Wine and Cheese Day. Definitely pretty cool stuff. And I know, let's say I was actually going through some wine and cheese pairings earlier. I'll go through a couple of them again, because there was a couple pretty cool ones. But National Wine and Cheese Day, on July 25th, we celebrate the ultimate pairing of wine and cheese. This day provides an opportunity to sample, some of our favorite pairings. Ooh, got a little hiccup. But of course, some of the good pairings for wine and cheese I've found. I really like champagne and brie they had. That sounded pretty good to me. I feel like that definitely would go good together. But let's take a look. So we'll look up best wine and cheese pairings, and then I might look up some like really off the wall ones because I feel like more of you probably know more about wine and cheese than I do, because I'm not very knowledgeable about wine and cheese, but. Looks like Pinot Noir and Gruyere is a good pairing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the cheese right. But we got Port and Stilton is apparently a really good one as well. Champagne and Brie, that was the one that I read into, and I thought that sounded pretty good. Moscato d'Asti and Gorgonzola, that's an interesting one. Kind of funkier cheese with a sweeter wine. But we do have a winner. We got Tune Up June over at Ultimate Sports Bar and Grill in Waite Park. Nice job to you, Tune Up June, taking away that large frame. And then we got SRH over at Maple Liquor Store, taking away the coverall. Nice job to Molly, Tune Up June, and SRH, all taking away prizes on this game. But I was talking about wine and cheese, and there are some interesting wines and cheeses out there. Sauvignon Blanc and goat cheese is another good one that they listed. Cabernet Sauvignon and aged cheddar, interesting. I've never really tried any wines and cheeses paired together, to be honest, so I'm just kind of taking their word on it. Let's see, other than that, we got Rosé and Havarti. I've never had Rosé, but I like Havarti cheese, so I feel like a sweet, like pink wine and Havarti would probably go pretty good together. But yeah, so that's a couple of like the classic ones that they have on here, but let's take a look at some of the weird ones that they have. Weird like wine and cheese pairings. Let's take a look. Because I want to know about like it's just like random like other wines and cheeses. Let's see. I don't want to know about the. I want to see like some really crazy like weird off the wall ones, but I don't know if they got that for me. They might have a little taste for the classic pairs in the wine and cheese community. Let's take a look. Cheese pair. Maybe looking up unique might help me out a little bit. I don't know. No. It looks like they just kind of all say the same thing. This one, it says like Camembert and Champagne. Okay, I don't even know what Camembert is, to be honest. Stilton and Port. I already read that one on the other one. Interesting. There's some really weird cheeses I've never heard of, to be honest, so maybe that's why it's unique. But, of course, we do have some more national days to get into, so happy National Wine and Cheese Day, everybody. But we got National Hire a Veteran Day up next, and this one's a really wholesome one. Every day, hundreds of our military personnel leave the service in search of civilian employment. On July 25th, National Hire a Veteran Day reminds employers to consider veterans to fill their open positions. Has highly trained, qualified individuals, they are ideal for numerous trades. And yeah, I agree. I think, the way that they're trained in the military, they definitely make for very good and skilled and, loyal employees that work hard as well. Definitely most of the pretty much all the veterans I personally know are very hard workers and good people. So, yeah, definitely pretty cool stuff. National Hire a Veteran Day. I feel like definitely has a good message behind it. So celebrate that one accordingly. I'm not sure how, but We do have a winner. We got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza. CR Billiards taking away the line prize. Nice job to you, Funk. But we do have 3 more national days to get into. So next one up on the docket, we got National Hot Fudge Sundae Day. This one is a really good one. I feel like you can't really go a year without celebrating this day at least 365 times. This day, though, takes a turn representing National Ice Cream Month in delicious style. Feast on this tasty ice cream dessert that combines hot and cold with a cherry on top. Even more important to note, this dessert has been served since around 1906. So it's a tried and true, good recipe. You know it's going to be good. It's just one of those many comfort foods, I feel like. But I don't know, hot fudge. I feel like my favorite hot fudge combination, I'm a chocolate kind of guy. So I feel like you put as much chocolate on there as you can, I'm going to eat it up. Like chocolate ice cream. You can put Reese's on there, Oreos or something like that if you want to kind of dress it up. But if I'm going for classic sundae, I'll go chocolate with hot fudge and peanuts on it. I really like peanuts on the ice cream, and it's a whipped cream and cherry. Why not? That's probably the perfect classic sundae for me. But I know people really do like to dress up their sundaes though with a ton of toppings sprinkles. Different kinds of nuts too. I know different sauces, strawberry, caramel, and all that stuff too. I know people really like gummies on their on their ice cream for some reason, gummy worms and gummy bears and that sort of thing. I'm not really a huge fan of the creamy and gummy pairing, to be honest. So I'm not really into that. But hey, you do you. I don't really know. But we do have a couple. We have a winner, a double winner actually. We got Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking away the large frame and the coverall at the same time. Nice job to you, Marco, and of course Funk for taking the line prize too. But before I go further into our national day list, I'm going to take a quick break for these next couple games. I'll see you guys in a sec.
Guys, and we love Twins Bingo. Twins Bingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day, and not only do you guys compete for some really big cash, you also earn points towards the Twiking Zone.
Oh, absolutely. And so hopping right into these player standings, we start off with a tie in 8th place between Debbie Lou over at VFW Spring Lake Park, Keither at Lucky 13's Mendota, and Too Hot over at American Legion Pine City. They're all tied up with 11,000 points. But with 12,000 points in 7th place, we got Patria over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place sits with Dale Dye over at Sergeant Pepper's with 13,000. Then in 5th place, we have Red at American Legion Fridley with 19,000. But with 21,000, we have a tie in 3rd place between Scrub-Eye at VFW Blaine and Jules at VFW Spring Lake Park. In 2nd place, it's Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 23,000 points so far. And in 1st place, it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 35,000 points.
Now let's head on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Sergeant Pepper's over at Oakdale with 14,000 points. With 15,000 points in 9th place, we got the Bedrock over in South Haven. 7th place comes a two-way tie between Corky's Bar South Haven and American Legion Pine City, both with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 6th place, we got the Floppy Crappie over Pokagama Township. 5th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 20,000 points. With 25,000 points in 4th place, we got VFW Blaine. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 27,000 points. With 66,000 points in second place, we got American Legion Fridley. And in first place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, the reigning champions, already with 86,000 points in this Season 12.
Well, if they're going to do any damage like they did last season, I can't wait to see it. But make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo. Guys, and we have had a great start to Season 12 so far. We have given out a whole ton of jackpots, just 14 over the past weekend, making it 27 for the rolling week and 41 for Season 12 so far.
Yeah, and let's get right into the weekend. As Friday, we had Urbra over at Ponchos and Lefties taking home $1,030.
Nicely done. Next up, we had T-Bone over at Charlie's Bar, who took home $1,133.
Then Jer 5 over at the Country Lounge took home $917.
Nicely done. And then longtime player Fred Trisha over at Moe's got to take home $615.
Then Nicole 1239 over at Welsh's Big Ten Supper Club taking home $1,033.
Yeah, split up a nice big jackpot with Slappy over at American Legion Fridley, who also got to take home $1,033.
And then that final jackpot on Friday went out to DM Team over at Roosters 2 taking home $1,057.
Nicely done. And then Saturday got started off right with Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who took home $759.
And then the largest jackpot of the entire weekend, of the entire Season 12 so far.
Oh, yes.
We got Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, who took home $34,850.
Wowie, nicely done, Tesla. But next up, we also had What's Our Name over at Halfley's Bar, who took home $678.
And then the final jackpot of Saturday went out to Susie Q over at VFW St. Cloud, taking home $837.
Nicely done. But Sunday got started off right with Yup over at Bleachers, who took home $11,927.
Not bad for a second largest jackpot of the weekend. We also had White Claw over at Blue Moon Bar and Grill, taking home $739.
That's right. And our final jackpot that went out this past weekend went out to Foster Fam over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, who got to take home $878.
Well, make sure you guys are coming out for all those games to make sure you're winning jackpots, getting on this list. Make sure you're signed up at pgl.world so we can be sending out you guys all that information. And hopefully when you guys are playing Pilot games, your community wins.
guys, we love our Jackpot Hunter $1 edition, and you get to play it each and every day from happy hour, and we have been seeing these players compete already so strongly for Season 12.
Oh, yeah, and getting into the player standings, in 10th place, we actually have a two-way tie between Dustball75 over at Charlie's Sports Bar and Grill and B-Wana over at Otter Saloon, both with 6,000 points. With 7,000 points in 8th place, we have a two-way tie between Kirby over at American Legion Fridley and Slappy over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 7th place is FJB over at Tankers Bay Bar and Lanes with 8,000 points. 9,000 points for the 6th place player, Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant. 3rd place is a three-way tie between Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville, and Crazy Kid over the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45. They all have 10,000 points. With 11,000 points in 2nd place, we got O Lars over at Onamia Vets Club. And in 1st place, we have Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 22,000 points.
All right, well, I'm going to hop right into these location standings. And starting off strong in 9th, we have a tie between Friends Bar and Restaurant in St. Cloud and Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel. They both have 9,000 points. Then in 8th place, we have VFW Coon Rapids with 10,000. 6th place is yet another tie between Country Lounge in St. Paul and Mabel Liquor Store in Mabel. They both have 11,000. Then with 13,000 points in 5th place, it's American Legion Fridley. 3rd place is yet another tie with Onamia Vets Club and Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. They both have 23,000. Then in 2nd place, we have VFW Spring Lake Park with 28,000. And in 1st, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 53,000 points so far.
Definitely some crazy stuff in those Jackpot Hunter standings, and we're only heading into our 2nd week of Jackpot Hunter games, so make sure you guys are coming out from 4 to 6 to earn those points.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome myself back to some Skull Bingo. We only got about 10 seconds left to get into this game, but we got over $21,000 available in jackpots on this game, so definitely get enrolled and try and get a chance at them. But speaking of jackpots, Funk actually won the line jackpot a few games ago. So definitely congrats to Funk winning $588. That is insanity. Definitely some awesome stuff. But the last couple games after that, we had EV over at Corner Pocket taking away the line prize of $6. And then we had Wheezy over at Double R Saloon taking away $10 on the large frame. And then we had One Away over at American Legion Rice and Les Z over at Frigard's Bar taking away $15 and splitting it up. Nice job to you guys on the coverall. And then in the next game, this is game number 5 that I'm talking about now. We're on game number 6 currently. So Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park and Bill Bob over at Wilderness Bar, they both split up $7 on the line prize. And then we had Bill Bob over at Wilderness Bar taking away $12 for the large frame, all on their own. And then we had Jack over at VFW Awatana taking away $19 on the coverall. Nice job to Jack and all the other winners from the past couple games. But now on the line prize, we have Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking it away. Nice job to you, Marco. But now we're looking forward to that large M worth over $561. Definitely some awesome stuff. Try and get a chance at it in this game. But of course, we are now 6 balls away from it, and we got a little bit of stuff to get into because I was in the middle of our national days. But so far, we've been over National Wine and Cheese Day, we've been over National Hire a Veteran Day, and we've been over National Hot Fudge Sundae Day. So definitely some pretty good ones going on. But now we have National Merry-Go-Round Day. This day on July 25th recognizes the amusement ride associated with carnival music. You can invite a friend, pick your horse or tiger, take one for a spin. So yeah, definitely pretty cool. I feel like my favorite merry-go-round, I would probably go for like, I don't know. I'd probably go for like the motorcycle or something like that first over like a horse. Or either that, I'd like the ones that were cars that had like you could fit 2 people in them. I know if it was like a fantastical one, I liked like picking a dragon or something like that. If those were available as an option. Let's see, and like horse-wise, if it was like only horses, I'd have to go for like a color like a blue one or something like that. But yeah, no, those are probably my merry-go-round choices since I know All of you were very curious about that. But maybe talk about your favorite merry-go-round experiences and just think, because they're pretty fun rides as a kid, and I think I've had a lot of good memories associated with them. But we do have a couple winners. We got Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park, and we got taking not only the large frame, but half of the coverall. And then we got another player over at the Cherry Pit taking away half of the coverall as well. Nice job to all the winners on this game. Marco getting a triple win. Nice job to you. But of course, happy National Merry-Go-Round Day. Definitely a cool one, I think, to think of nostalgic memories and that sort of thing. But for this next National Day, it is National Thread the Needle Day. Definitely a pretty cool one. It's observed annually on this day, July 25th. Since the phrase thread the needle has multiple meanings, we recognize several ways to celebrate the day. And of course, there's the literal meaning. I looked up the meanings that they listed. They just, kind of what we already knew them to be. But it was just the literal meaning. They had, obviously, just threading a needle for sewing and stuff. Obviously, the metaphorical meaning of just like politics and stuff like that, of just like, threading the needle in a difficult conversation or something like that. And then obviously you can apply it to a lot of different things. So yeah, it's a pretty good saying, to be honest. I'd probably, if I were giving it like a rate on like a 10 out of 10 list, I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10 on sayings. It's pretty good. Ooh, it's a pretty good one. Definitely a cool one. So happy National Thread the Needle Day, everybody. And maybe find a way to thread the needle on this day. But of course, we do only have about 30 seconds left to get enrolled into this next game. So definitely get enrolled, try and get a chance at it. We got over $21,000 available on that coverall jackpot, and of course over $400 on that large frame jackpot too. So definitely some nice prizes to get at in this next game of Skull Bingo. But of course, we do have a little bit of Minnesota Twins news to get into. We're 52-44 on the season. We've been perfect since All-Star break, so definitely, really good to see that type of stuff. And Sonny Gray, he had a great game against the Detroit Tigers on Sunday, just having a nice series against them over the weekend. He allowed only 2 hits in 6 innings to lead the Minnesota Twins to a 9-1 victory over the Tigers on Sunday. So definitely some awesome stuff. Nice job to Sonny Gray and the Twins, able to handle them accordingly and take away a couple W's and just keep advancing in that win column. Hopefully we can get a streak going, maybe like 22 game streak. I wouldn't be too opposed to, I feel like, at this point in the season. But of course, let's see, 52-44. So how many games do we have left? We have 162 games in a season. That's about 96 games. So we have just about 66 games left in the season. So, our record could look a lot different by the end of the season. So we're not out of the jungle yet just by having a winning record halfway through. Hopefully we can continue to get better and continue to improve and, get hot just in time for the postseason. I think that's definitely the best way to go about it. But we do have a winner. It's EV over at Corner Pocket in Rice, taking away that line prize at $6. Nice job to you, EV. We got player 7 balls away from that large frame now. We got Ace and Marco, both 7 balls away. Oh, hey, now we got 6 balls away. Marco sliding ahead a little bit, trying to get at this jackpot. 5 balls away now, making a little race of it. But of course, definitely got some good stuff going on in this game. And hopefully we can get at this jackpot on the large frame and the coverall too. But of course, we do have some more Twin stuff to talk about. Because Sonny Gray, he had a great game. He's now 5-3. He's 2-0 against the Tigers this season, allowing 1 run on 6 hits in 13 innings. That's a great record to have. He said, I'm pretty familiar with their lineup, which helps. But I think a lot of this was building on some good things I found in my last start before the break, he said. I was able to throw my fastball for strikes, and I was able to land my breaking ball where I needed it. So definitely some cool stuff going on with the Minnesota Twins. Hopefully they can keep it going against the Brewers happening tomorrow night at 7:10 p.m. Definitely some good stuff, but we now have players 1 ball away from the large frame. Hopefully we can get it out in a couple of balls here. Awesome stuff. We got a couple of winners. We got Wheezy over at Double R Saloon, taking away that large frame. Nice job to you, Wheezy. And we got Legend over at Foxy's taking away the coverall prize. Nice job to all the winners on this game. But of course, we do have that twin stuff I was talking about. That game against the Brewers tomorrow, 7:10 p.m. And as well as all you know, Pilot Games, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Twins. You can play the E-Type game. We teamed up with them for Twins Win Today, wherever Pilot Games are played. And you can also play the bingo game we teamed up with them for, Twins Bingo. Play it every day from 12 to 1 p.m. Always got a really, really nice jackpot on that one, and 52 balls or less to win all the time. Some great stuff going on that lunch hour bingo. Definitely come out and try your hand at it. Speaking of that lunch hour bingo, we actually got the standings for it right in front of me, because you guys do earn points for it whenever you play it from 12 to 1. And I'll start to get right into the player side of things. In 10th place, we got Player over at Beer Steuben for Grove Heights with 23,000 points. 9th place, we got Jules over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 24,000 points. 8th place is No Show over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill, taking away 27,000 points. 7th place is T-Bone over at Poppers with 33,000 points. 6th place is Red over at American Legion Fridley with 46,000 points. 5th place is Mikey Wins over at Mama G's with 48,000 points. 4th place is Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 57,000 points. 3rd place is Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 58,000 points. 2nd place is now Nan over at Corky's Bar in South Haven as well with 61,000 points. And 1st place, Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 70,000 points, able to slip into 1st after this weekend. Definitely some nice moves from Scrub Eye. Good job for getting into 1st. But now we got these locations to take a look at now. We got in 10th place, McPete's Sports Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 27,000 points. In 10th place, tied up with McPete's Sports Bar, we got the Beach Club Bar and Grill in Lakeland, also 27,000 points. 9th place, we now got a newcomer on the standings, Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent with 32,000 points. 8th place, also a newcomer, Floppy Crappy in Pokegama Township with 35,000 points. 7th place, we get Our Place on 3rd in Faribault with 40,000 points. 6th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 54,000 points. 5th place is Poppers in Virginia with 61,000 points. Nice, nice. In 4th place, we got VFW Blaine with 71,000 points. But in 3rd place, we got a little bit of a jump to 3rd with Corky's Bar in South Haven with 95,000 points, a good 24,000 ahead. In 2nd place, we got another pretty decent jump into 2nd from 3rd. It's VFW Spring Lake Park in that 2nd spot with 129,000 points. And then we have yet another pretty big jump into 1st place from 2nd. It's American Legion Fridley in 1st with 163,000 points. Nice job to all of you winners and locations and players. All in the top 10. You guys are doing great so far. But we do have a winner with a message. Nice job to Player over at the Cherry Pit, taking away that line prize. Awesome stuff. $6 going straight to your pocket. But of course, if you feel like winning in other parts of Pilot Games, we have some awesome E-Tab games that you guys can try out. Over 50 different charitable E-Tab games are available for your selection. All of them have very different themes and really cool music and characters and all that sort of stuff. They're all a lot of fun. Definitely check them out. Let us know which one is your favorite theme. Because personally, I love hearing about your favorite themes whenever you guys check in with them. It's really cool to see what everybody's opinions are on them. I know one of my favorites is Roaring Twenties, so the E-Tab game is a pretty fun one. It's a time travel themed E-Tab game. It's what we're listening to right now. It's a little jazzy. Got some bright lights going on because kind of like you're like, you know, kind of rolling around town late at night, you know, maybe hitting some jazz clubs or something. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Definitely check them out if you don't feel like playing Roaring Twenties. Don't worry, because like I said, over 50 different charitable E-Tab games you guys can choose from. So yeah, definitely try them out. Let us know what you think. We love hearing your feedback about all of our bingo games here at Pilot Games. But we do have Player over at the Cherry Pit again, taking it away. And we got Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking away the coverall. Nice job to Marco and all the winners on this game. But, of course, we do have a little bit of music history to get into when I come back, because I am going to take a break for a couple games, and when I come back, we got a little bit of music history about AC/DC and Bob Dylan. So definitely some cool stuff. Be right back, guys.
guys, and we love TwinsBingo. TwinsBingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day, and not only do you guys compete for some really big cash, you also earn points towards the Twiking Zone.
Oh, absolutely. And so hopping right into these player standings, we start off with a tie in 8th place between Debbie Lou over at VFW Spring Lake Park, Keither at Lucky 13's Mendota, and Too Hot over at American Legion Pine City. They're all tied up with 11,000 points. But with 12,000 points in 7th place, we got Patria over at Carboni's Pizza CR Building. Billiards. 6th place sits with Dale Dye over at Sergeant Pepper's with 13,000. Then in 5th place we have Red at American Legion Fridley with 19,000. But with 21,000 we have a tie in 3rd place between Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine and Jules at VFW Spring Lake Park. In 2nd place it's Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 23,000 points so far. And in 1st place it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 35,000 points.
Now let's head on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Sergeant Pepper's over at Oakdale with 14,000 points. With 15,000 points in 9th place, we got the Bedrock over in South Haven. 7th place comes a two-way tie between Corky's Bar South Haven and American Legion Pine City, both with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 6th place, we got the Floppy Crappie over Pokegama Township. 5th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 20,000 points. With 25,000 points in 4th place, we got VFW Blaine. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 27,000 points. With 66,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, the reigning champions, already with 86,000 points in this Season 12.
Well, if they're going to do any damage like they did last season, I can't wait to see it. But make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo. Guys, and we have had a great start to Season 12 so far. We have given out a whole ton of jackpots, just 14 over the past weekend, making it 27 for the rolling week and 41 for Season 12 so far.
Yeah, and let's get right into the weekend. As Friday, we had Erbra over at Ponchos and Lefties taking home $1,030.
Nicely done. Next up, we had T-Bone over at Charlie's Bar, who took home $1,133.
Then Jer 5 over at the Country Lounge took home $917.
Nicely done. And then longtime player Fred Trisha over at Moe's got to take home $615.
Then Nicole 1239 over at Welsh's Big Ten Supper Club taking home $1,033.
Yeah, split up a nice big jackpot with Slappy over at American Legion Fridley, who also got to take home $1,033.
And then that final jackpot on Friday went out to DM Team over at Roosters 2, taking home $1,057.
Nicely done. And then Saturday got started started off right with Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who took home $759.
And then the largest jackpot of the entire weekend, of the entire season 12 so far.
Oh, yes.
We got Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, who took home $34,850.
Wowie, nicely done, Tesla. But next up, we also had What's Our Name over at Halfley's Bar, who took home $678.
And then the final jackpot of Saturday went out to Susie Q over at VFW St. Cloud, taking home $837.
Nicely done. But Sunday got started off right with Yup over at Bleachers, who took home $11,927.
Not bad for a second largest jackpot of the weekend. We also had White Claw over at Blue Moon Bar and Grill, taking home $739.
That's right. And our final jackpot that went out this past weekend went out to Foster Fam over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, who got to take home $878.
Well, make sure you guys are coming out for all those games to make sure you're winning jackpots, getting on this list. Make sure you're signed up at pgl.world so we can be sending out you guys all that information. And hopefully when you guys are playing Pilot games, your community wins.
Everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to some Skull Bingo. We only got about a minute left to get enrolled into this very next game. Got some nice prizes set to go out during this one. We got over $21,000 on that jackpot available, and of course over $700 in prizes available too on the line and the large frame. But I was talking about some music history when I left off, so let's get right into it and find out what happened today in music history. We got happening in 1965. Bob Dylan plugs in. At the Newport Folk Festival, Bob Dylan plays an electric set for the first time, horrifying folk fans everywhere. So yeah, no, he did not have a very good reception to plugging in and having an electric rock and roll set for the first time. People didn't really like it. A lot of mixed reactions, mostly boos and jeers were happening. Yeah, no, they didn't like it. They didn't think it was real, like folk rock, you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, it's interesting stuff. But Bob Dylan did Bob Dylan things and made it happen and ended up taking off really big. So, hey. You never know. Just so the moral of the story, just keep doing what you're doing, no matter what people are saying, especially if you're Bob Dylan. 100% if you're Bob Dylan. But we do have some stuff happening on this day in 1980. We got AC/DC released Back in Black, their first album without lead singer Bon Scott, who had died 5 months earlier. And yeah, so it's some really cool stuff. I know Brian Johnson was the head, the singer and stuff during Back in Black, and he did great. I mean, people were not expecting them to be like, you know, on the same level as they were before, but if anything, people believe they evolved into a better band in some cases from that. So it's definitely really cool stuff how Brian Johnson was just able to fit in so perfectly well into that role. But of course, I'm under the opinion that they're both. It's Bon Scott is Bon Scott and Brian Johnson is Brian Johnson. You know, no use comparing them. They're equal. You know, they're both very legendary in their own rights. But we do have a line prize winner with JJ over at RJ's on 5th Avenue taking it away. Nice job to you, JJ. But yeah, those were the two little tidbits of music history today. AC/DC and Bob Dylan doing their own things. Definitely some pretty cool stuff. But I do have a little announcement stuff to get into. You got to sign up, though, to, you know, kind of preface this. You got to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of the PGL League. PGL members compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great stuff in it, so definitely sign up today. But something a little related to PGL, The PyCon 2022 is happening on Thursday, September 15th. It's definitely some awesome stuff. We're going to go back to the Ledge Amphitheater in Waite Park because we had such a great time out there last year. It was awesome. We had Willie Nelson, Famous Dave's Barbecue. We had a ton of awesome drinks as well. It was just great all around. Great people, great food. We even had some Hall of Famer sports players there, like Vikings' own John Randall. It was awesome. So yeah, definitely some really cool stuff. Come out this year and you'll be able to see this year's musical guest. It's going to be the legendary ZZ Top. That's right, it's crazy to say that. Selling over 50 million records, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers will be playing their hits at a very special private event just for you. So come on out and hear about all the new products and games from Pilot Games. Meet with legislators and hear some great tunes all at the same time. It's going to be some awesome stuff, so definitely come on out and take a look. But we do have Hubbard over at American Legion Bryceland taking away the large frame. And we have Sasha over at Tox Landing taking away the coverall. Nice job to you, Sasha. But registration will be required for entry. No, it's not going to be like, oh, like $90 a ticket or something. No. Registration is going to be free for all players, but required for entry. So it is mandatory, but it's free. We'll be sending out more details regarding registration shortly, so definitely stay tuned to your emails. We will be sending them out very soon. But we do have some brand new PGL members that have done exactly all that, taken the advice of signing up for the PGL, and they have done that and created a new account. So I'm going to send them out a little bit of beginners so I can shout them out on the broadcast. We got Amos starting things off. Then we had Hot Rod Hewdy. Then we had Weiss K24. I got a little hiccup. JDL. Then we got Nick, Keels, Mom, Mike Chewy, Stein 1380, Roland, Rosie, A Kite 1380, and Chloe 7. So definitely some cool stuff. Welcome to the PGL, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying your accounts. But we do have only about 30 seconds left to get enrolled into this next game of Skull Bingo. So definitely get enrolled. We got that minor jackpot, or not minor jackpot, it's a coverall jackpot, over $21,000. And of course, we got prizes over $800 on this one. Looking pretty good and set up for the line, large frame, and the coverall all together. But we do have a little bit of PGL standings to get into regarding the players and locations. I will be starting it off with the players in just a sec, though. Okay, there we go. Now we are ready to start off those player standings. Starting it off in 10th place, we got Deb Daniels over at Docks Landing, taking away 146,000 points. Nice job to Deb Daniels. 9th place, we got Devoided over at Roadside, 152,000 points. 8th place is Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 155,000 points. 7th place is OE50 over at Stanchion Bar with 155,000 points. 6th place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 156,000 points. 5th place is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 174,000 points. 4th place is Diesel over at Eagle St. James with 185,000 points. 3rd place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 190,000 points. 2nd place is Bergar over at Rusty Nail Thief River Falls and with 230,000 points. And of course, in 1st place, we got Reeves over at Clearwater Corners with 246,000 points. Able to make a really big jump last week into 1st place. Nice job to you, Keeves. But we do have Jack over at VFW Awatana taking away the line prize. Nice job to you, Jack. Reminds me of what was it, the Jack and like Daxter or something games? It was like PlayStation. Jack plays. I gotta remember. Jack and Daxter. Yeah, Jack and Daxter. That was an old video game series that I played a little bit. That's super funny. When did this come out again? I think I don't even know, early 2000s or something. But that's pretty cool. Jack and Daxter, pretty good video game series. And but good job to you, Jack, all on his own. But we do have balls continuing to drop on this game. We still got a chance at that $752 jackpot and 43 balls. We got Marco 2 balls away from it. Hopefully we can get it out. We also have that coverall jackpot at $21,314 and 50 balls or less to win. Hopefully we can get that one out too. But let's take a look. Not going to get that large frame, just barely missing it. Marco still 2 balls away. We are trying to get at that $11 must go now, and we got Marco 1 ball away now, getting closer to the large frame. We got Marco taking it over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Nice job to you, Marco. But hopefully we can get a chance at, no, just barely missing it. 1 ball away. Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park looking to take away the coverall 2. We'll have to wait and see who takes it away, but we got the location standings for the PGL to get into. And starting it off in 10th place, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 559,000 points. There it is. We got Marco at VFW Spring Lake Park taking away the coverall. Nice job taking the coverall and the large frame, with Jack taking away the line prize. But 10th place was Atomic Star Tavern. 9th place is now Charlie's Bar in Rochester with 565,000 points. 8th place is Scardus Bar in St. Paul with 583,000 points. 7th place is Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 612,000 points. 6th place is Rusty Nail, Thief River Falls with 654,000 points. 5th place is VFW Northfield with 668,000 points. 4th place is Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 846,000 points. 3rd place is Miltona Liquor Store with 915,000 points. 2nd place is Poppers in Virginia with 930,000 points. And 1st place is Maple Liquor Store with 1,108,000 points, with a pretty decent lead. Nice job to all those locations and players. You guys are doing great so far this season. But now, we got a little bit of Minnesota Wild news to get into. Nothing too crazy. Minnesota Wild, we have placed forward Alexander Kovanov on unconditional waivers. We announced on Sunday. Kovanov, who's 22, has spent last season split between the AHL Iowa Wild and the ECHL Iowa Heartlanders. He registered 1 goal and 5 points in 22 AHL games. So the Saratov, Russia native, was drafted 86 overall by the Wild in the 2018 NHL draft. After spending 3 seasons with the QMJHL Moncton Wildcats, Kovanov played the 2020-21 season with the AK Bars Kazan of the Continental Hockey League. Interesting. So it looks like, he could end up being an impactful rotational player, perhaps. Not too much going on, but hopefully something goes on well with him. But other than that, let's take a look just to make sure there's no breaking news that just happened. Let's take a look. Let's see. So apparently there's this people kind of wondering why we kept Matt Duma over Kevin Fiala. Let's see. Another thing, can Minnesota's #1 ranked farm system deliver this time around? So just kind of biding our time and waiting to see. Yeah. Other than that, not too much going on. Yeah, definitely some cool stuff going on with the Minnesota Wild, though. Hopefully we can keep up having a decent offseason and just continue to do better and get better going into next season. But as you guys know, we've teamed up with the Minnesota Wild here at Pilot Games. You can play the E-Type game, Let's Go Wild, today at your favorite Minnesota bar. Definitely do so. Let us know what you think about it. We love hearing your feedback about all that stuff. But of course, we do have a little bit of a fishing report to get into. And let's take a look. But before I do, we got this line prize now at $7 for the must go. We got $783 on the large frame and over 21 grand on that coverall jackpot. Let's take a look though. All right, awesome. So I was just checking something on my own, but I was just checking. We are on game number 13 right now. But for the fishing report, we got the Bemidji area lakes coming to you hot. This is by Explore Minnesota, updated just the other day on July 21st. Fishing is heating up for certain species as waters continue to warm in Bemidji area lakes. Live bait rigs with leeches or crawlers are going to be key for those pursuing a walleye. The deep weed edges and sharper breaks are giving up fish, but some walleye are also being pulled from depths of 35 feet. To locate walleye, you can troll spinners with crawlers or leeches. Once you locate fish, work them using live bait rigs. Lots of smaller northern pike are coming from the shallows, but the large northern pike are being pulled from the deeper weed edges and sharp, deep breaks. Bass fishing is great for anglers working plastics along the deep weed edges. Throwing spinner baits or topwater lures into the shallows early in the morning will also help turn some fish up. Crappies and bluegills have moved out to their summer haunts off the deep cabbage. For the most action, you're going to want to slowly roll small jigs and plastics through the cabbage weeds. But please remember to practice selective harvesting. By doing so, we'll continue to have great fishing for years to come. So yeah, definitely good stuff. Some good advice in there, so definitely take all that and process it and become a better fisherman because of it. That's what we're all about here for the Fishing Report. But of course, just a little bit reminder. Oh, no, before I get into this, a little reminder. We do have a couple players winning on that Lion prize. We got E-Man over at Lucky's Tavern and Nunya at 79 over at Beck's Pub taking it away. And we got Les over at Winners in Cold Spring taking away the coverall in the large frame. And Marco is splitting the large frame with Les. Nice job to all the winners on this game. You guys are doing some awesome stuff. But I am going to take a quick break for this next couple games. I'll be back for the next one. See you guys in a sec.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we love Twins Bingo. Twins Bingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day, and not only do you guys compete for some really big cash, you also earn points towards the twiking zone.
Oh, absolutely. And so hopping right into these player standings, we start off with a tie in 8th place between Debbie Lou over at VFW Spring Lake Park, Keither at Lucky 13's Mendota, and Too Hot over at American Legion Pine City. They're all tied up with 11,000 points. But with 12,000 points in 7th place, we got Patriot over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place sits with Dal Dye over at Sergeant Pepper's with 13,000. Then in 5th place, we have Red at American Legion Fridley with 19,000. But with 21,000, we have a tie in 3rd place between Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine and Jules at VFW Spring Lake Park. In 2nd place, it's Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 23,000 points so far. And in 1st place, it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 35,000 points.
Now let's head on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Sergeant Pepper's over at Oakdale with 14,000 points. With 15,000 points in 9th place, we got the Bedrock over in South Haven. 7th place comes a two-way tie between Corky's Bar South Haven and American Legion Pine City, both with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 6th place, we got the Floppy Crappie over Pokagama Township. 5th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 20,000 points. With 25,000 points in 4th place, we got VFW Blaine. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 27,000 points. With 66,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, the reigning champions, already with 86,000 points in this Season 12.
Well, if they're going to do any damage like they did last season, I can't wait to see it. But make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo. Guys, and we have had a great start to Season 12 so far. We have given out a whole ton of jackpots, just 14 over the past weekend.
Hey everybody, how's it going? And I am back in action for this next game of Skull Bingo. We only got about 10 seconds left to get enrolled, so go ahead and do that because we got over $21,000 on this jackpot. And of course, about over $800 in top prizes on the large frame and the line prize too. But of course, we have a couple winners from this last couple games to get into. In game number 14, we had Thompson get the line win over at Lucky's 13 in Burnville. On the large frame, we had Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park. And then on the coverall, we had Marco again over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Nice job on the double win. And then last game, we actually had a jackpot on the line win. Go over out to J-Ma over at Pappy's of Andover. Nice job, J-Ma. It was over $274 going to your pocket. Awesome stuff. Love to see it. And then we got Sasha over at Doc's Landing taking away $17 on the large frame. And then we had TC Bear take away the coverall over at Orr House. So nice job to all of you winners on this last couple games. But we only have one ball away to get at this line prize now. We got Jack, Josh W, Trim Dog, and Meatball Me. All of them trying to get this line. Oh, and there he is, Meatball Me over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville taking away the line prize. Nice job to you, Meatball. Ooh, excuse me, but of course, I do have a little reminder to get into. Because just a little reminder, when you guys are playing pilot games, remember to take some pictures, whether you're, winning a huge jackpot with your smiling face or just having fun with friends and family or even playing some games with your favorite bartender. Take a picture. We love getting those pictures and, of course, showing them off on the broadcast. You can send in any player pictures on Facebook by posting them with the hashtag Pilot Games or just sending it directly to us on Facebook via Messenger. And you can also email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com, and all of those ways are all very good avenues to send in your pictures into us. So yeah, definitely some cool stuff. We love seeing them. Send them in. That was the bottom line. But of course, we still have the large frame over $900 available in 43 balls. Let's take a look if we can get it. We got that coverall jackpot over $21,000 and 50 balls to get into. So let's see if we can get that one too, because we just went over the large frame. We'll have to wait and see if we can get this coverall jackpot. But of course, before I go further, we do have a little bit of Minnesota Vikings news to get into. And I'll start talking about it in a second before I take a quick sip of water. All right, I'm back. Now, we do have some stuff to get into regarding the Vikings. And there's a really compelling position battle regarding the safety spot on our defense. So, we already know veteran Harrison Smith will man one of the two starting spots. But the second is going to be determined through a relatively high-profile competition between first-round draft pick Lewis Seen and second-year player Cameron Bynum. Before I get more into that high-profile battle, we got Meatball Me taking away all three of these wins. Nice job to you taking the line, large frame, and the coverall all on your own. Awesome stuff. But of course, Meatball Me is playing over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville. Definitely good job, Meatball. But of course, I was talking a little bit about Vikings, and before I do, though, continue, we only got about a minute and a half left to get into this next game. We got over $21,000 on this jackpot available still, so definitely get enrolled and try and get at them. But I was talking about that safety positional battle that we got happening on the Vikings. So the Vikings didn't draft Lewis Seen to be a backup, obviously, and top picks often have the edge in position battles. Entering the draft, the Vikings were especially impressed with Seen's ability to diagnose route concepts at the snap, in addition to his hitting ability and speed. But Bynum acquitted himself last season very well during a 3-game stint as a starter. He won't go down without a fight, obviously, and could prompt the team to consider using some 3 safety packages. And it'd be very interesting to see that and how they work around that sort of stuff, because we have a lot of talent at safety right now. And obviously, I mean, me personally, the perfect scenario to this is that Lewis Steen just establishes himself as the clear starter, and then we have some nice depth at safety with Cameron Bynum, because he's still really good. He's good enough to start on a lot of NFL teams. So yeah, it'd be nice to be able to see him actually kind of, do well just on the bench, because I feel like him coming off of the bench behind Harrison Smith and Lewis Seen, if he turns out to be a good NFL player, which I think he will, I think it'd be very interesting. I think that would be a great defense, at least a great safety room on our defense. So yeah, some interesting stuff going on with the Vikings. A lot of decisions to make regarding personnel and stuff and rotations. But it's going to be interesting to see how they work it all out for the regular season. Got a lot of talent to move around. But let's take a look just to see if we have any other like Minnesota Vikings news going on, like any breaking news. Let's take a look. So outlook for Connell as first year head coach. Yeah, I mean that's kind of up in the air until he actually has his first year. Let's see. So we're opening up training camp. Vikings, Justin Jefferson has a new goal, and it's to become the first NFL receiver with 2,000-yard season. That's insane. That would be awesome. I feel like if anybody can do it right now, he probably is in the best position to do so. Let's see, other than that. Oh, yeah, that's right. We actually have the Madden ratings out for the Vikings and wide receiver and everybody and stuff. So we'll take a look at that in a second. But we do have Steve over at Beers 2 Inver Grove Heights taking away the line prize. Nice job to you, Steve. Let's take a look. All right, so Madden ratings. I want to see what the Vikings are rated at because, let's see. Madden NFL 23 player ratings. Let's take a look at all the players on the Vikings that they got out so far. Team. Okay. I'm pulling it up. Let's take a look where we're all at. All right, so maybe take a sec. Think about, all right, what is Kirk Cousins at? What is Justin Jefferson at? What are all our players sitting at right now? So take a sec. Who do you think is the highest rated person on our team? Do you think it might be Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, Harrison Smith, Dalvin Cook maybe, Daniil Hunter maybe, Adam Thielen? Take a sec, kind of revolve that around in your head a little bit. Okay, so now you have your assumptions, your personal, thoughts about who is the, top of the team, and I'm going to tell you the facts about what Madden, the game Madden 23 had to say about who is where. So they say the best player on the team right now is Dalvin Cook. They put him at a 94 overall. Interesting, a 94, and he's the best player on the Vikings. Now, up next, before I go up next, though, we got Little John over at the end zone, taking away the large frame and the coverall. Nice job to you, Little John. Awesome stuff, a little double win action. But we will be going on into this next game with the large frame and the coverall, both of them available going into the next game. That was really close getting that coverall. I just noticed 51 balls. I might have a little bit of luck carrying over to the next game, Little John. So now, Dalvin Cook, best player on the team, according to Madden. He's a 94 overall. Now, up next, this is what really gets me. I already knew about this specific one going into this. Justin Jefferson is second on the team at a 93 overall. He's an arguable He's an inarguable top 3 receiver. Inarguable top 3 in my book. I feel like there's really nobody else you can put above him except for Devontae Adams. I feel like he does deserve to be above him right now. And you can put Cooper Kupp above him. And honestly, and I don't even think personally Cooper Kupp is above him. I think Justin Jefferson's better. I think if you put Justin Jefferson in Cooper Kupp's position last year, he would have had a 2,000-yard season. He would have been had that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think Justin Jefferson, he deserves a little bump. I think he's the best player on the team right now. Maybe not the most proven next to Dalvin Cook, but I think he's the best. So personally, I think Justin Jefferson probably shouldn't be a 93. He should probably be bumped up to like a 96 or something like that. Probably like a 97 more so. But up next, the third best player on the Vikings that they say is Harrison Smith. He's a 90 overall right now. So yeah, another interesting one. I feel like 90 is pretty good for Harrison Smith. Like he's one of the best safeties in the league right now, but he's not like the best, but like far and away. So I can agree with that one, to be honest. That's not too crazy to say. But it is arguable that he's better than a 90, to be honest. So definitely some interesting stuff going on there. But let's see. I wanna go back to the safeties. I want to see where is Harrison Smith in like relative to all the other safeties in the league. Let's take a look real quick. Okay, so they got the D tag. Obviously, you guys know Aaron Donald is rated the best player in the league. at a 99 overall. I think Myles Garrett has a 99 overall too. Jalen Ramsey, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, Jalen Ramsey has a 98 overall, actually. So that's interesting. He's not 99. I'm pretty sure he was 99 last year too, which is weird. I don't know why they bumped him down. He had a really great year. But let's take a look. So I just want safety. I got strong safety and free safety. There we go. Okay. So I got the positions down. Let's take a look at who we got. So they have the best safety. Oh no, these aren't safeties. What are these people doing? All right, let's go to this free safety and strong safety. Let's see who the best safeties are in the NFL right now. But we do have a winner. It is none other than Wheezy over at Double R Saloon, taking away the Lion prize. Nice job to you, Wheezy. But all right, so I have the top safeties in the league right now. So these are a little arguable, I feel like. You have Tyrann Mathieu at 94 overall. He's on the Saints right now. Then you got Derwin James Jr. at 93 overall. Buda Baker's at 92. Kevin Byard is at 92. Justin Simmons at 91. Micah Hyde at 91 as well. And then you have Harrison Smith at 90. And Harrison Smith is actually at 90 along with Jamal Adams, Jesse Bates III, and Jordan Poyer. Yeah, I think Harrison Smith is better than those dudes, to be honest. I think he's probably more in the like Buda Baker, Kevin Byard like level, personally, I think. Yeah, that's an interesting take, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I think Harrison Smith was a little bit better than that, but that's obviously up for argument. That's only about 2 like overall difference. But yeah, so interesting. Harrison Smith, the 3rd best player on the Vikings. Adam Thielen is an 88 overall, being the 4th best. Interesting rating. I feel like Adam Thielen, he's probably 88 right now. He's probably 88 overall. I can agree with that. He's not like nearly as good. I mean, he was really good at his peak, but he is coming off of his peak a little bit. So I can see them giving him like an 88. Danielle Hunter, he's an 88 overall as well. I can understand it purely because he is coming off of like an injury year, like he wasn't able to play at all. So I understand his rating being a little bit lower than it should be. But realistically, it should be higher, like if you're ignoring injuries and stuff. Eric Kendricks, I have an 88. That is really weird to me. I don't know why he's an 88. He's like one of the better linebackers in the league. But we do have some more winners. We got Yup over at Bleachers, taking away the large frame and the coverall. Nice job to you, Yup. But yeah, so interesting stuff going on there. We have Eric Kendricks at 88, like I said. Zadarius Smith is at 86. Interesting right there. Okay, I feel like he should be like 87, 88, to be honest. I feel like he should be a few points higher. Brian O'Neill is right tackle, 83. And this one is insane to me. Kirk Cousins, they have as an 80. They have him as an 80. Dak Prescott is an 89. There's no way Dak Prescott is 9 points better than Kirk Cousins. Come on now. That's just like tomfoolery to me. That's just like purely Kirk Cousins just is an 80 because he doesn't have like millions of Instagram followers. Like that's the only reason at this point. It's like it's insane to me. Like Kirk Cousins is like inarguably a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now. You know what I mean? Like just based off of coming into this season, off of what they did last season, Kirk Cousins is the top 10. Like he had a top 10 best season last season. Like out of all the quarterbacks in the league. So it's really interesting to see that they have him all the way down at 80. I don't know. It's interesting stuff. But of course, hopefully he can kind of, do something about it this season, change their minds. Another interesting one is Patrick Peterson being at 78. I don't really get that one too much either. He didn't even have a bad season last year either. Like not a 78 overall season. Like there's rookies rated better than him, which doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. Alexander Madison is at a 77. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to be real with that. He should be like an 80, I feel like. I get that he's a like a second like running back. He's a bench running back, but he should still be an 80 based off of what he did. Jordan Hicks. Wow, middle linebacker. He's a 77. Wow, interesting. He should be a little higher in my book too. But yeah, other than that, Lewisine coming into the league at 75. It's pretty good for a rookie. So yeah, pretty cool stuff going on with the Vikings. I mean, it's a pretty decent Madden team anyways. Like, in terms of Madden ratings, like, those are pretty decent ratings. They're usually a lot tougher, to be honest, so I'll take them. But Kirk Cousins, that rating is an abomination. I don't even get that. That does not make sense at all. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers is actually rated lower than Tom Brady, which personally, like, I agree. Like, I think Tom Brady is the better quarterback, obviously, but, like, come on, Aaron Rodgers coming off a back-to-back MVP season, like, you can't do that. Like, that was pretty, I don't know. That was an interesting one to me. I feel like there is an argument to be made there, but I feel like, you know, for the sake of, like, the, like, accolades and stuff the past couple of seasons, I feel like Aaron Rodgers has had a really good past couple seasons, and I feel like he might deserve to be rated as the best right now. I don't know. But we do have a line prize going out to Marco over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Nice job to Marco. We still have the large frame over $1,000 and the coverall jackpot over $21,000. But of course, as you guys know, we've teamed up with the Minnesota Vikings for the ETAP game Vikings Victory here at Pilot Games. You can pick out the letter in the Skull bonus round to win some big prizes, so definitely check it out and see what you can get. But in the meantime, while you guys are, you know, taking a little ETAP break, while you're in the middle of winning some jackpots here as well, we have a little bit of the happy hour standings to get into. So, but these were updated last Thursday, so just keep that in mind as we go forward. Excuse me, I had a little hiccup there, but of course, starting off the player standings, we got in 10th place, Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza, Hangar 45, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill in Roseville. Nice job to those three players, all tied up in 10th place. 7th place, we got another three-way tie between Dustball 75 at Charlie's Sports Bar, Tesla at Friends Bar, and Kirby at American Legion Fridley. 6th place, we got Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon. 5th place is Chico over at William McCoy's of Andover. And 4th place is Billany over at VFW Blaine. 3rd place is O'Lars over at Anamia Vets Club. 2nd place is Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar. And 1st place is Funk over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. Nice job to the players in the top 10. You guys are doing some awesome stuff. But we do have Guy Smiley over at Mama G's taking away the large M. Nice job to you, Guy Smiley. But we do have some location standings to get into now. Starting it off in 10th place, we got Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel. 8th place, we have a two-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe and Willie McCoy's of Andover, both of them in 8th place. And there we go. We got Irish Party and Mike in Sandbar. Oh, we got 5 winners. Okay, Jay Pizzle over at Shooter's Saloon and Eatery, Irish Party at Cowboy Jack's in New Brighton, Mike over at Route 47 Pub and Grub, Sandbar at Shore 96, and Buys over at Dick's Bar and Grill in Oseo. Nice job to all you winners on this game, but I will be back with those location standings for the next game when I am back from this break. See you guys in a sec.
love Twins Bingo. Twins Bingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day. And not only do you guys compete for some really big cash, you also earn points towards the twiking zone.
Oh, absolutely. And so hopping right into these player standings, we start off with a tie in 8th place between Debbie Lou over at VFW Spring Lake Park, Keither at Lucky 13's Mendota, and Too Hot over at American Legion Pine City. They're all tied up with 11,000 points. But with 12,000 points in 7th place, we got Patriot over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place sits with Dal Dye over at Sergeant Pepper's with 13,000. Then in 5th place, we have Red at American Legion Fridley with 19,000. But with 21,000, we have a tie in 3rd place between Scrubeye at VFW Blaine and Jules at VFW Spring Lake Park. In 2nd place, it's Sin Bob over at Corky's Bar in South Haven with 23,000 points so far. And in 1st place, it's Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 35,000 points.
Now let's head on to the location side of these standings. In 10th place, we got Sergeant Pepper's over at Oakdale with 14,000 points. With 15,000 points in 9th place, we got the Bedrock over in South Haven. 7th place comes a two-way tie between Corky's Bar South Haven and American Legion Pine City, both with 16,000 points. With 17,000 points in 6th place, we got the Floppy Crappie over Pokagama Township. 5th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 20,000 points. With 25,000 points in 4th place, we got VFW Blaine. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 27,000 points. With 66,000 points in 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley. And in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, the reigning champions, already with 86,000 points in this Season 12.
Well, if they're going to do any damage like they did last season, I can't wait to see it. But make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 12 to 1 to try your hand at that Twins Bingo. Guys, and we have had a great start to Season 12 so far. We have given out a whole ton of jackpots, just 14 over the past weekend, making it 27 for the rolling week and 41 for Season 12 so far.
Yeah, and let's get right into the weekend. As Friday, we had Urbra over at Ponchos and Lefties taking home $1,030.
Nicely done. Next up, we had T-Bone over at Charlie's Bar, who took home $1,133.
Then Jer 5 over at the Country Lounge took home $917.
Nicely done. And then longtime player Fred Trisha over at Moe's got to take home $615.
Then Nicole 1239 over at Welsh's Big Ten Supper Club taking home $1,033.
Yeah, split up a nice big jackpot with Slappy over at American Legion Fridley, who also got to take home $1,033.
And then that final jackpot on Friday went out to DM Team over at Roosters 2, taking home $1,057.
Nicely done. And then Saturday got started off right with Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who took home $759.
And then the largest jackpot of the entire weekend, of the entire season 12 so far.
Oh, yes.
We got Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, who took home $34,850.
Wowie, nicely done, Tesla. But next up, we also had What's Our Name over at Halfley's Bar, who took home $678.
And then the final jackpot of Saturday went out to Susie Q over at VFW St. Cloud, taking home $837.
Hey everybody, how's it going? We are back in action for this next game of Skull Bingo. It is going to be the last chance we get at Skull Bingo, so be sure to get enrolled for this one. We only got about 30 seconds left to do so, but on this game, we got that jackpot over $21,000 on that coverall. We got other prizes at over $1,000 for the line and large frame combined. So definitely try and get in on this game. You do not want to miss out on this last chance of Skull Bingo for the Happy Hour broadcast. And then afterwards, we got some more Skull Bingo happening from 6 to 10 p.m. after this next game of Lucky 4 Bingo. But of course, I was talking about the location standings for the Happy Hour the standings when I was on a couple games ago. In 10th place for those location standings, we got Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel. 8th place was the Barrel House Bar and Cafe, tied up with Willie McCoy's of Andover. Then in 7th place, we have Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar in Burnsville. 6th place is VFW Blaine. 5th place was Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. 4th place was American Legion Fridley. And 3rd place was VFW Spring Lake Park. 2nd place is Onamia Vets Club. And 1st place is still Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 1st place spot. Ooh, awesome stuff. Nice job to the players and locations in the Happy Hour standings. But we do have a couple winners on the line prize. We got Durer over at Beers Tube in for Grove Heights, and Davey over at O'Neary's Irish Pub. Nice job to the both of you players on the line prize. You guys are doing awesome. But of course, we do have some celebrity birthdays to get into. And we actually got a lot of celebrity birthdays, so I'll be sure to start getting into these pretty fast. But we do have, born in 1884, Davidson Black. He was a Canadian paleo anthropologist and doctor of anatomy who identified the Peking man. If you don't know who the Peking man or the Peking, I'm not too sure. It's kind of tomato thing. He is a subspecies of the Aerectus, which inhabited the Zucodian cave of northern China during the Middle Pleistocene. The first fossil was a tooth. It was discovered in 1921, and the Zucodian cave has since become the most productive H. erectus site in the world. And yeah, it is a type of kind of Neanderthal or human. It was Homo erectus pekinensis. That is it. Of course, the very obviously very closely related to humans. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's extinct hominin of the species Homo erectus. So very interesting stuff going on there. But of course, it was his birthday. Davidson Black, the dude who discovered it. So that's pretty cool stuff. But up next in 1914, it's Woody Strode's birthday. American football tight end, known for being with the LA Rams and the Calgary Stampeders. He was also an actor, known for Posse, Cotton Club, Vigilante, and Scream. Some pretty cool stuff. Happy birthday to Woody Strode. In 1920, a really big one, it's Rosalind Franklin. She's an English chemist and actually co-discoverer of the structure of not NBA. She didn't discover the NBA. She discovered DNA, and it was a really big deal. She basically discovered it. She made the machine to discover it, but passed away shortly beforehand. But we do have a couple winners. We got Marco, Louis' mom, taking away the large frame along with Jama, and Ketchup 15, and Miguel. and of course Marco as well. We got Pam Pam 420 and Durr over at Pam Pam at Town Tavern and Durr over at Beer Soup in Grove Heights. Both of them splitting up the coverall. Nice job to you two. But of course, we do only got about a minute and a half. Oh, we got one more Skull Bingo game. Didn't even realize. We do have one more chance at Skull Bingo for the happy hour broadcast. You will be still earning points for the happy hour standings during this time. So, a little advice. Definitely getting rolled into this last game. We only have about a minute left to do so, and we have over $21,000 on the coverall still, and all those other jackpots. I mean, they moved right on to this game, so they're bigger and better than before. Awesome. So producer Curtis was letting me know to no avail in the chat. He was like, hey, there's 2 Skull Bingo games left. Thank you, Curtis, for trying to let me know. But, of course, we have some more celebrity birthdays to get into. And I'm going to continue on. But happy birthday to Rosalind Franklin. It's a super important one to know. But in 1923, we have Estelle Getty. She was an American actress known for The Golden Girls and, of course, The Golden Palace as well. Happy birthday to Estelle Getty. Definitely a really, really cool one on this day. But up next, we got in 1930, Mitzi Shore. Also born as Lillian Sadel. She's American owner of the Comedy Store and founder of the Comedy Channel. So pretty cool stuff. I think the Comedy Channel is this. Let's see, is this still going? No, I don't think so. Yeah, 1989 to 1991, and then and then it merged with the Ha channel. You know, Ha with the exclamation point. I think that was around for a little bit. I don't think that's a channel anymore though. Let's take a look. I want to see if they still have it. No, apparently it's not. It's still a thing. I thought that was a little bit longer. Let's see, Ha TV channel. I want to take a look at, okay, so wow, no, so it formed Comedy Central, okay, so Ha and Comedy Channel, they both formed Comedy Central, okay, I knew they were somehow, had something to do with Comedy Central, I was just trying to figure out, but that's pretty funny stuff. So Mitzi Shore, she found the Comedy Channel, which turned into Comedy Central, which obviously still goes today, but I don't know. No, it was MTV that sucks today. Yeah, MTV is basically just like ridiculousness only with I don't even know, random other shows like 90210 and stuff. But we do have Husky Boy over Casper's Cherokee Sirloin taking away that line Musco prize. Nice job to you, Husky Boy. But we do have the large frame still available over $1,346. But we still got some celebrities to talk about, so happy birthday, Mitzi Shore. Up next in 1941, Nate Thurmond was born, American Basketball Hall of Fame forward. He was a 7-time NBA All-Star. Definitely pretty cool stuff. He was really good, by the way. During his time, he was really crazy. 1954, Walter Payton. He's American Pro Football Hall of Fame running back. Obviously, everybody knows Walter Payton if you know anything about the NFL. He was MVP in 1977. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler, a 5-time first-team All-Pro. Played mostly for the Chicago Bears. I think he might have only played for the Chicago Bears, too. Let's take a look. I want to just make sure, because I am kind of interested about it. Let's take a look. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, he played only for the Bears. He retired with the Bears too. Yep, that's pretty cool. So wow, he was finishing in MVP voting quite a bit during his career. That's pretty crazy. Hey, I mean, that's Walter Payton for you, I guess. He's considered one of the best of all time, just football-wise, positionless. That's pretty cool stuff. Happy birthday to Walter Payton. But we do have Motor Mike over at Frank's Bar taking away the large frame, and we're moving on to the must-go prize for the coverall as well. But we do have born in 1967, Matt LeBlanc. He's an American actor, known for being Joey Tribbiani on Friends, so that's pretty cool. 1985, James Lafferty is an American actor known for One Tree Hill by Nathan Scott, or it being Nathan Scott in One Tree Hill. Okay. 2001, we got Bryce Young, American football quarterback. He won the Heisman Trophy in 2021 and plays for the University of Alabama. May be a potential future Detroit Lion. So, interesting stuff. Or honestly, whoever gets like a top 3 pick, he's going to probably go there. But we got T6992 over at Stock Rapids VFW Post 6992. Nice job to you, T6992. Awesome stuff. But we do have a game to get into, a game for the ages. It is the last chance at Lucky 4 Bingo for tonight. So definitely getting rolled. We only got about a minute and a half left to do so. We got some awesome prizes on this one. Let me take a look at the prizes on this one just to make sure. Get the exact number for you guys. On the chance for Lucky 4 Bingo, we now have, okay, here it is, over $25,000 on this one. So definitely getting rolled. We do not want to miss out a chance over 25 grand. That's a pretty good chunk of change right there. But of course, happy birthday to all of those birthday people on the celebrity birthday list. Some pretty cool stuff. We got a little tidbit of Timberwolves news to talk about. Karl Anthony Towns, he got newly extended, one of the most highest paid players in the NBA now. But he said it's championship or bust this season. So definitely pretty interesting stuff. He said it during the official announcement of his 4-year Supermax extension that will keep him in Minnesota through at least the 2026-27 season. But with the way superstars are being traded around the league so far, I mean, I feel like it's never a solid thing. Contracts are never a solid thing to me anymore. So definitely going to be interesting to see. I have a feeling Karl Anthony Towns might end up just staying in Minnesota, though, for most of his career, if not all. So I have a good feeling that Karl Anthony Towns in specific will probably end up staying, and that's pretty good to me. I mean, like, you have an arguable top 5, top 10 center every year, and I mean, that's worth a good extension, to be honest. So definitely some good stuff. And also, we got Rudy Gobert, so Karl Anthony Towns might be more of a power forward center now. But of course, some really cool stuff. Tim Connolly, we got All-Star Rudy Gobert as well, one of the best defensive players in the league. I mean, it's some great stuff. You know, they're basically polar opposites. Karl Anthony Towns, one of the best offensive players, with Rudy Gobert being one of the best defensive players. Opposites attract. Hopefully, that is true for basketball as well. But we do have some movies released today. Good Burger, 1997, classic, one of my favorite movies of all time. Happy birthday to Good Burger. I had it on VHS when it was on the bright orange Nickelodeon VHS tape, so that was pretty cool. I wish I still had it, but I think we sold it in a garage sale a long time ago when I was a little kid. 2003, we got Spy Kids 3D, Game Over. Okay, interesting one. I remember that one. And we have in 2008, Step Brothers. Pretty good one. Yeah, Step Brothers was a pretty, it was a good comedy movie. I feel like it's a classic in the same way, like, Talladega Nights is a classic. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, late-night comedy movies that's just pretty good. So, yeah, definitely pretty good movies released on this day in history. Some awesome stuff. But we got an actual this day in history to get into. Interesting. Okay. On this day, it is in July 25th, 1978, Louise Joy Brown, the world's first baby to be conceived via in vitro fertilization, or IVF, is born at Oldham and District General Hospital in Manchester, England, to the parents Leslie and Peter Brown. That's definitely really awesome, a huge scientific achievement. But we do have payphone over at Pappy's of Andover taking away that win. We got 10, 15, 65, and 71 for your 4 lucky numbers. But yeah, so Louise Joy Brown, born on this day, huge scientific achievement. She was a very healthy baby. It was delivered shortly after, before midnight by C-section and weighed in at 5 pounds. Interesting stuff. But yeah, that's a huge step in science. It's awesome. But of course, we have a really important spot to get into regarding our player spotlight for this week. And this week it is Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking away $18,584 over this past weekend, being the biggest jackpot to come out of that weekend. Awesome stuff. Nice job to you, Towley. When they won that jackpot, they were supporting the Competition Cheer Spirit Booster Club, and their mission statement is to support competition cheer in the Coon Rapids area. I mean, that's some awesome stuff. Definitely really, really cool stuff to Towley. Good job on getting that jackpot. And remember, when you guys play Pilot games, your community wins. Have a nice rest of your night, everybody. Remember that MegaSota game night's happening tomorrow. It's going to be some awesome stuff. See you guys later.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like